The park was filled with laughter that afternoon, children chasing bubbles, parents chatting on benches, and the smell of cotton candy sweetening the air. Among them sat a young woman named Maya, dressed modestly, her face carrying the weight of quiet struggles. Beside her, her 6-year-old son Ryan stared longingly at the colorful cotton candy stand nearby. His small fingers tugged at her sleeve, his voice soft, "Mom, can I have one? Just the yellow one, please." Maya's heart clenched. She reached into her purse, her fingers brushing against a few coins, barely enough for a loaf of bread for dinner. She smiled weakly and pulled her son close. "Maybe next time, sweetheart," she whispered, trying to sound cheerful. But Ryan's eyes dimmed as he nodded, looking away toward the stand. Across the park, Adil, a well-dressed man in his late 30s, was walking hand in hand with his daughter, Hania. She had 2 sticks of cotton candy, one pink, one yellow. Hania was chattering about her school and her upcoming art contest, while Adil listened with a gentle smile. He was a successful businessman, a millionaire known for his sharp mind, but in moments like these, he preferred to be just a dad. As they passed by, Hania's eyes fell on Ryan sitting silently beside his mother. She tugged at her father's sleeve. "Dad," she said softly, "why does that boy look sad?" Adil turned and noticed the scene, the little boy's gaze fixed on the cotton candy, the mother trying to hide her pain behind a fragile smile. He could tell instantly, not out of pity, but empathy. He crouched beside Hania. "Do you think we can share?" he asked. The little girl nodded eagerly. Adil bought another cotton candy, bright yellow, and walked toward Maya and Ryan. Maya, surprised, looked up as he approached. "Excuse me," Adil said kindly, kneeling to the boy's level. "This one's for you." Ryan's eyes widened in disbelief. "For me," he whispered, glancing at his mother. Maya blinked back tears. "Sir, you don't have to," she began, but Adil smiled warmly. "It's okay," he said. "Every child deserves a little sweetness now and then." Ryan took the cotton candy carefully, as if it were treasure. "Thank you," he said, his voice trembling with joy. Maya couldn't hold back her tears anymore. "You don't know what this means to him," she said, her voice breaking. "Or to me." Adil nodded softly. "Sometimes," he said, "a small thing at the right time can mean the world." They talked for a few minutes. Adil learned that Maya was a single mother who lost her husband in an accident 2 years ago. Since then, she'd been working at a local cafe, barely managing to cover rent and food. Life had been cruel, but she never stopped smiling for her son. "He's my only reason to keep going," she said, wiping her tears. Adil listened quietly, moved. He saw in her the kind of strength that money couldn't buy, the strength to love despite hardship. Later that evening, when Maya and Ryan returned home, Ryan kept talking about the nice man and his daughter, who gave him the best cotton candy ever. But for Maya, it wasn't just about cotton candy, it was a reminder that kindness still existed. The next morning, when Maya went to work, she was surprised to find a familiar face at the cafe, Adil. He smiled as she approached, confused. "I didn't expect to see you here," she said nervously. Adil chuckled. "I came for coffee," he said. "And maybe to talk." He explained that he owned several local businesses and was looking for someone trustworthy to help manage a new community cafe project, a place that would hire and support single parents. "I saw your strength yesterday," he said. "And I think you could help me build something meaningful." Maya was speechless. "Are you serious?" she whispered. "Very," he replied with a grin. "People like you inspire others, including me." Tears welled up in her eyes again, but this time, they were tears of gratitude. Months passed, and the cafe, the sweet start, opened its doors. Maya stood proudly at the counter, serving families and children, her heart full. Ryan played happily nearby with Hania, both laughing without a care. Adil watched them from across the room, smiling quietly. For him, it wasn't about business or money, it was about humanity, about the moments that remind us we're all connected by compassion. One afternoon, a little boy walked into the cafe, staring longingly at the cotton candy machine. His mother whispered something and tried to guide him away, but before they could leave, Maya smiled and handed the boy a stick of yellow cotton candy. "This one's for you," she said, the same words that once changed her life. And as the boy's eyes lit up, Adil and Maya exchanged a knowing look. Kindness, when shared, always finds its way back. Subscribe now for more.